promise not to be picking my nose at the start of this video, much like I was at the start of this video. So let's commence.
Welcome to another exciting and invigorating episode of Marginal at Best. Meh.
Man,
Meh.
I'm glad I
We
won
are
the
graced
award.
with the one, the only, the Tyler.
The
myth, the man, the legend, right up there with everybody else.
There can be only one.
There can be only one. There is only one Tyler.
Is it there can
Highlander,
be only one?
there you go.
Only be one?
Another great movie.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Highlander was a great movie.
Yes.
Forget the second one, okay?
So
yeah, that's what I was told.
I know it's a side note, but on that note, I still have not seen the second one. I refuse to watch it.
You're not missing anything.
See, that's why I'm not going to
We were
watch
told
it.
to never watch it, so I'm never going to watch it.
Correct.
Yes, don't do it.
All right, today we brought Tyler on because Tyler is an old friend, and we have many late nights, many early mornings of playing video games, and video games that were good. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Video games that did not require a 5G connection and 14 of your friends wearing headsets yapping back and forth with you.
Either required a disc you went like this, one to clean it off, or a cartridge you went.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go through. Okay, I grabbed now because I have mine available. I'm gonna go through these, and I don't know what happened to my original one, but I have this one.
I know where the original one is. I know where the original.
I don't know where
one
GT is. We're
here.
You do?
It's here. I have.
Oh, cool. Good. Because I've got GT2.
Yep.
That one is a classic. This one for PlayStation. Again, this is PlayStation. How much time did we lose on this one? Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Yep.
Oh my God. And then I like racing games. I'm a racing game guy. So of course, Need for Speed Rivals when that one came out. And then
please tell me you have Test Drive.
The Need for Speed. This is one of my favorite Need for Speeds. Remember when Most Wanted came out? How many hours we played this one?
We did. We played
that one. Oh my God.
One?
There's a ton. Yes, we played that one. And I showed this one to Robbie earlier, and you're going to love this one because this one right here is one of our epic ones. This is right up there with Wave Racer, trying to score it and everything.
That's here too, by the way. What is that? I can't read it. I can't read it. It's fuzzy.
I'm sorry. Burnout 2,
Burnout.
Point of Impact. Yeah.
You're jogging my memory. I don't remember that one.
You remember we used to, at the end of the one part of the game, you had to cause the big wrecks.
Yes. And you
remember?
Racked up points. You had to rack up a lot of points for the wreck. Yes.
Because of the wrecks.
Yep. Yep. How much damage can you do?
Yep. And another one that I don't have it. Hell, you probably have it, but I don't have it. And I mentioned this to Robbie because I couldn't remember if Robbie played it with us or not. But do you remember Driver? You were the Mafia driver. You drove for the Mafia.
Yes.
And you did the missions.
Mm-hmm.
But the one side mission was trying to get away from the cops, and they would pummel the shit out of you.
Yes. How long can you outlast the cops?
Yes.
You drive down the hill and stop and watch them all jump over you, and then you turn around and go back up the hill. This is one that you remember Ian playing that? Ian did so well at that. It was scary.
But the thing is if they got you against a wall or in a corner, you were done.
Toast. Yeah.
You were done.
Mm-hmm.
Those are, I mean, it's like, Lori and I were talking. I remember playing hours and hours of Ballistic.
Oh, God, that game. I still have freaking nightmares of that game. Oh.
20 chain. Hell yeah.
Yes. And sit there and just boom. And you could sit back long enough while it was doing this and doing this and doing this. Like take a quick sip, snack real quick, and then back at it again. Yep. I think one of the funnest games that we played was Mortal Kombat, where
God,
we would set the little coin down on a piece of paper, and we had 3 marks either way, and
Yep.
whoever got to the 3rd mark won the match. And one of us would get out to 2, and then the other one would win like 3 in a row, and then it would go the other way, and it would go the other way, and we'd look back and forth after winning and go, "Oh, did that hurt? Oh, I'm so sorry." 2 of us would get just snot bubbling mad, couldn't look at each other, couldn't talk to each other, would just go to the kitchen, get something, put a glass of water, Coke or whatever, and come back, get a beer, whatever. And oh God, epic battles, epic battles. It was so much fun.
Because I remember specifically playing, and I always used Johnny Cage, and he always did the nut shot.
Yep. Oh boy,
And that's just one of those. That's one of that fucking game.
It's
and
once you had a
uppercuts, you guys could never get
figured
into my
out for your
uppercut.
player. Yeah, you had a combo figured out for your player.
Yeah.
You could get in 3 or 4 good hits, and the other person couldn't do anything, couldn't block it, couldn't do anything.
Yeah, you were done.
Yep. And we started that on your Sega Genesis, didn't we? And then it moved to a Nintendo.
Yes, we did.
Yep. Because we couldn't get any fatalities to work. You had to double click.
Yeah, I could never get fatalities
double tap, and double tip, and up, down, left, right, and then like hit 14 buttons. But we get to a Nintendo, 2 or 3 things, and you got your fatality. John Davis's quote. Who was it? Who was the one that threw the hat?
Kung Lao.
Kung Lao. When he threw it and he lifted it too early, skizzed just a little off the top.
But another great John Davis quote was when he got the fatality right, and it was the one where he would take the hat and he would slice you down the middle and you would split in half. That was right when Soundgarden, was it Soundgarden? But the song "Half the Man I Used to Be."
Oh, that's
Stone Temple Pilots.
Stone Temple Pilots. But he'd slice it down. He'd be like, "I'm half the man I used to be," and your character's just going, just split in half.
I'll never forget one of the best quotes that you ever had, Kelly. We were playing Gran Turismo, and you could set up the races to be so many laps, and it was always a battle. One of us would race the Mitsubishi FTO, the other would be the Nissan Silvia, and we'd have them modded to the max in the game as fast as you could go. One of them was a little better in the turns, one was a little better on the straightaway. It was so evenly matched. And then if ever one of us went into the wall, it was over pretty much for that person, and the person out front could do a little celebration, right? Well, Kelly, the thing was, we get to the finish line or right near the finish line and wait, right? And you can see the view of the person coming behind you, and that's just kind of jump over the finish line right before they get you, just as a taunt. Well, sometimes we get to the finish line and do a little spin out and donut kind of thing. Well, Kelly gets to the finish line. You see, I this is on the test course, I think it was, on Gran Turismo. I'm on the last straightaway. I see this car spinning in front of me. I'm scratching my mind. I was like, why is he doing that? I drive by him. And Kelly's like, what the fuck? I said, one more lap, dude. And I won the race. And Kelly goes, and I quote, "There's nothing like a 7th lap victory dance in an 8-lap race." Oh, that was classic. That was classic. So after that, we always made sure that we knew we were on the last lap before we celebrated.
But one of the best ones I ever got on you was, there were 2 times. 2 times I got you good on that game. The one was, and I could never keep up with Tyler because he drove a stick, and I always drove an automatic in the game because you could pick either stick or automatic. And I was never good at shifting gears. Tyler could zip, he was the fucking man when it came to that. And I think he was at work or something, and I literally played the fucking game all day learning how to shift. And then we finally get to where we're going to race, and we start racing, and I start shifting, and he looks at me and he goes, "Are you shifting?" And without batting an eye, I just looked at him. I said, Happy learned how to putt.
Yeah.
And the next time I got him was, and again, it's just like trying to play Josh in Mario Kart. You can't beat the kid. The kid's just too good. Tyler's just too good at Gran Turismo. I would do everything I could, figuring every way I could to win. What I didn't realize was that if you took a corner at the right moment, you didn't have to brake.
Yeah.
You could just use the wall or the guardrail. So that's what I did. And I went around him. And as soon as I went zipping around him and got ahead of him, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. You can't fucking cheat. I'm like, hey, cheating.
If you can do it in the game, it's real. Like, oh, this is supposed to be a racing simulator. And then to see, I don't remember his name, and I should, to see the dude do that in real life on a NASCAR track, that was, that is just, what was it, a Ryan or
Ross
Robert?
Chastain.
Ross Chastain, thank you.
Ross Chastain. He did that last season, and it was the race for the cutoff to go to the next round because they were in the it was going to the round of 8, and he had to beat Denny Hamlin in order to advance. He just had, all he had to do was pass Denny Hamlin, and he advanced, and Denny Hamlin was out. Well, in the last damn lap, that son of a bitch said, fuck it, put his foot in the floor and rode the wall. And I mean, it just slungshot him all the way around the corner and straight on the straight. When he came out for the corner on the straightaway, he was like a bullet, and he barely beat Denny Hamlin. But the best part about that was all the radio chatter.
Yes.
All the spotters and the other drivers are going, did you fucking see that?
Can't believe that worked. The video games are right.
Yeah, everybody was like, and in true NASCAR form, oh, you can't do that.
Well,
they made it. They put it in the rule book. Yeah, they put it in the rule book after he did it.
So
because literally everybody was like,
he could say that rule
he's got
is because of me.
But literally, drivers and spotters, when it was happening, were sitting there saying, "That's just like in a damn video game." He goes, "He just pulled a video game move." Because when I saw it, because I was watching the race when he did it, first thing I did was I was telling Lori, "He's like, oh, I used to do that to Tyler. I used to do that to Tyler."
And he did it, and it worked. Oh, that was so classic, so classic. So I'm going to bring up some, you told me to think about some old video games. I'm going to tell you about the video games that I cut my teeth on. We're going to rewind the clock back into the late 70s, early 80s. Asteroids and Space Invaders. When I was a kid, we would, we were in grade school. We got to choose between doing gymnastics or downhill skiing, since I was raised in Vermont, and I like.
So you chose gymnastics, I take it.
Yeah, right. So I did choose skiing, and that meant that we got to get out of school very early on a Thursday in the wintertime, and we would go up to the mountain, and we would get into ski groups and learn how to ski. Well, partway through the day, we go into the lodge and we get some hot chocolate or something, a quick snack or something, and they can go back out and ski. Well, Mom would give us $1 because Adam went skiing too. She'd give us each $1. And what did I do with my $1? I did not buy hot chocolate. I did not buy a snack. I would go over to the video games and I would change my $1 and I would play Space Invaders 4 times or Asteroids 4 times, and then I'd go back out and ski. And that's where it all got started. And I had a neighbor who had an Atari, and we played a Star Wars game on it. We played the Pac-Man that sounded like you were strumming a rubber band.
Yep.
Good. That's how it all started. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
yeah.
Yeah. That's where it all started for me. We had a
combat game that came with the Atari.
Yep.
Yep.
You remember
learn
the
all
old
the
best
tricks.
Commodore
You learn you can
64?
go shoot in the corner and come out the other side.
I'll
Yep.
tell you, well, on that, but the best one of those was the ricocheting bullets,
Yes.
where you could bounce them off the walls.
Now, do you remember the old Commodore 64?
Oh
I do.
yeah.
Yeah, we have one, and there was a game that I'm not kidding. It took about 7 minutes for it to load by tape. We would look.
Which one was it?
Yeah, we would load this game by tape. It was called Fort Apocalypse. You were this little helicopter flying through, and you had to bomb your way through and go to the bottom of this thing. I mean, there were like little passages you had to go through, and then fly it back through and out to safety. And it took, I don't know, goodness, it took several minutes to complete the game, but it would give you a rank and a whole bit and a score, and we would always yell to somebody else in the house, "Do you want to play Fort Apocalypse before I shut the computer off?" Because it took so stinking long for it to load. It took forever.
Yep.
Games by tape. And now we can pull something up on our phone like that, which is crazy.
Oh yeah. You used to have an IBM PC, just one of the old ones.
Yep.
That had the tape drive on the side of it.
Yep.
How I learned to program. It was one of the first ones.
Sure. Was that a 286?
Oh, long before that.
Before
Before that.
Wow. Oh, I had a roommate in college who had a 386.
Come here.
Because I remember they went to 486 before they changed to Pentium.
Yep.
Yeah, but he had a 386.
I have one of each of those. I built one of each of those. Yep.
He had a game called F-19 Stealth Fighter that we would play.
Yep, I remember it.
And boy, I would play that until I was blue in the face. And that's also where I played Tetris. Oh my God, that's a game. If I ever see it somewhere, I'll stop and play it until I have nightmares again. I really got a kick out of that game.
What was that computer game you bought? You and I went to Best Buy that night. I bought Gran Turismo.
Jane's F-15 Flight Simulator. That's the one I was looking for.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
Because all I remember was you going into your room. I loaded the game in, started playing it, and you were in there doing your thing. And after I did a race, and of course I did shitty in the race, but when the replay came on,
yeah, you saw the
replay came onto the screen. And I was like, "Holy shit, Tyler, come here and look at this." And then he walked out and goes, "Well, that's not bad."
Yeah, and I forgot about that game that I bought. And he's like, "You try it." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah,
so I raced the game. I'm like, "Hey, this is pretty cool." And then I completely forgot about that game and I never played it again. I literally never played it again.
Never played it again. But I remember what I remember about you playing the first Gran Turismo was, you had to do them fucking driving tests.
Oh,
you had to do a driving test.
Yeah.
And I was happy just passing. Because that's me. If I get a C, hey, C is a fucking good as an A. Nobody knows I got a C, unless I tell them. So you had to get gold in every one of them goddamn tests. And I'll never forget you sitting there. You literally were like, I can make that fucking corner. Just God, I can apex that motherfucker. Just what? God damn it. And then you'd get it and you'd be like, no, I can do better. God damn it, I can do better. And then fuck, damn it, I missed it. Fuck.
Yep.
Good.
Yep. It didn't matter if you tied the time, you had to beat it by 100th of a second. Awful. Just awful. And I would sit there until my thumbs hurt. Like there was an indentation on my thumb from that damn accelerator button. And if you hit that
race
turn,
on that N64.
Huh?
Wave race.
Yes.
You remember wave race? You rode the jet ski on the N64.
Yes.
Same way.
Yep. Oh, you know which one
I just played the fucking thing over there. What's that?
Do you remember F-Zero?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You would wait to the last lap to use the zip things or whatever. However it was you did it, but you could you were one of the first ones that figured out that you could like absolutely obliterate a lap time because you would nail them fucking boosts to where it'd be like, boom, you're flying. And as soon as that was done, there was the next one. And then there was the next one. And there was the next one. But you were the first one to figure that shit out and make that game absolutely fun again. Because after a while, I was like, this game kind of sucks. Watch this shit. You know?
Watch how
Oh
fast
my
you can
God.
go. Wait, what?
F-Zero. Yeah.
And then I started some shit. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the epic GoldenEye battles that we had at your house, Robbie. I mean, good Lord. It didn't matter if there was 4 of us playing, if there was 3 of us playing, if there was 2 of us playing. It didn't matter. My God, those were epic.
And Nate could kill all of us without a problem. Oh my God.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definite pros at that game, and you knew you were messing with greatness when you didn't last, and you as you so well put it earlier, Kelly, the human target.
Yeah.
It didn't matter if you fell into a mountain of
Bullshit.
Well, it's funny. I mean, me and Robbie will still bring that up and talk about it every now and again. And the first thing we'll say is be like, how? Fucking how? I had body armor and fucking how? How the fuck did you kill me? I had a golden gun, but fucking how?
And then when we got bored of it, we played hide and seek. One of us would run off to a place in somewhere in the building, in the room or whatever in the game, and the others of us would leave the room, and then you hear, okay, and then you have to come in and you had to try to find them. And there was a lair. I think, Robbie, it was you. It was like a downstairs lair, and you faced into the corner. I'm like, there's no way. I'm like, you can't tell where that is. Like, where the hell is he? And we would run all around, and you would see, I think, didn't you have your little dot somewhere on the screen? Like, we knew we were getting close to you.
It was the temple. I remember where it was. It was the temple, because I had one section where you could go off the floor to the next level, and one little corner was dark, and I could just sit right there in the corner, face the corner. And y'all run right by me and not see me.
Time and time and time again. There was no way until I don't know if it was either Nate or it was Kelly that found you. It was one of the two. I didn't find you. I couldn't. Like, oh, look who
it was Nate, but Nate was sitting there just kind of stroking his chin going, I know that. I've seen that. I know where that is. Hang on.
Bang. I'll tell you, one thing I remember about that game that I know used to piss everybody who played that game, whenever somebody would get into a sniper position and they would snipe people, and you'd finally figure out where the fuck they were, and you go to get them, and as soon as you think you're going to go get them, goddamn proximity mine.
Yes, those damn mines. Yeah, they were flanked in the staircases, and you couldn't do anything.
I love those.
Yep,
I love those. Oh, look, there's the body armor over there.
Yeah. You're not gonna make it. No, you're gonna make it. Oh my God.
Matter of fact, is it that? No, not that level.
Oh my God.
Jesus, just the time we lost of our lives playing those games.
How many nights were you two waiting in Walmart for the game to become available at midnight or later?
Oh, I remember waiting at Best Buy. It was either Walmart or Best Buy when you were waiting for your
PS2.
Your PS2?
It was PS2. You and I went to Walmart and stood in line for about 4 hours.
Yeah, we were
to get a
Like
PS2.
10th, 12th.
Now, I never waited. I never went. Yeah, I never went.
You wait one time for Gran Turismo?
No.
Gran Turismo. I thought you were waiting on a Walmart.
No, I just remember I remember calling Best Buy, and this is back when I was living with Denise out in the middle of no fucking where, Townville, and I called Best Buy in Anderson and they said they had the game, and I drove all the fucking way there to get it. You were with me, weren't you? Was that you? I think you and I went.
I think so.
We go there
to get Greenville.
No, it was Greenville. Sorry, Greenville. That wasn't Best Buy in Anderson. It was in Greenville. Drove all the fucking way to Greenville, and when I got there, they said the game hadn't been put out on the shelves yet. It was supposed to have been put on the shelves, but it wasn't. And they were going to wait to put it on the shelves. And I raised fucking hell, and they finally gave it to me.
Somebody shut this guy up and give him the game.
Give him the damn game.
Get him out of
Oh, what was the one I was just thinking of one. Yes, when games graduated to the PC, do you remember Carmageddon?
Yes!
The
awesome game.
The pedestrian repulsificator.
We have it for the Xbox.
Yeah, it's on Xbox.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's out on Xbox.
What a great game!
Suicidal Peds and Opponent Repulsificator.
Yeah.
Oh, all those are great.
Oh boy, this is jogging some memories here.
It was Christmas when you and Michelle and Matthew came over. When I had you over and my sister and Matthew, my nephew, Josh and Matthew started playing Carmageddon.
Oh my
and
god!
Matthew was just like enthralled with it. He was like, what am I doing? I'm like, you just drive around and run over people. That's all you do. Or you can kill your opponents. You can do one of the two, but have fun.
Yeah. Just enjoy. Just drive. Just hit stuff. It's great.
You hit a cow.
Wait, do you remember the cheat code activation code?
Yep. I
that
do.
you had to type in.
I bet you can't print. I'm not going to say it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it.
it.
We have repeatedly said
but you had to get
language
in time,
like
though.
F words and S words and that type of thing in this chat. And we've tried to maintain a modicum of decency, but we may refrain from using the...
No, we don't.
No.
Nope. That was my problem was now Captain Computer Man over here
he
can type without looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to sit there and look at the damn keys and I'd fuck it up. And I'm like, damn it.
It took too long.
And then I'd try and sit there and try and henpeck that motherfucker and get it.
Yeah.
And then finally I'd get it and I'd be like, yes, solid granite car. Here I come. Time freeze. Yeah.
It didn't matter what you hit, and your speed never slowed down.
Well, if you were the first place, if you were the first car and you typed it in, you got it, and then you hit the damn thing for solid granite car, well, you hit time freeze and you hit solid granite car. And as soon as it said go, you just backed up. You'd wipe out half the field.
Oh, it was great. Solid granite.
The first one was the best because it had the little in the rearview mirror. You could see the image of the guy driving the car and hear him talking too. Goddamn mother. Yeah, mommy.
Oh my goodness.
But now, if we're gonna dip into the PC game, Rob, what was the
You don't know Jack?
Oh. Oh, flicker piss no scum. Gibberish question. I need to find that game.
I think it's available for download somewhere. I forget where.
I've got a copy of it. I've got a copy of it in there for Xbox.
Oh wow!
Yeah, believe it or not.
Here's one for you. Tell me how much
nowhere
time.
Near as good as.
Huh?
Go ahead. No, go.
I was just gonna say, how many hours did we while away playing Earthworm Jim?
Oh God!
There's another great one. No, it's not.
Oh, Ruby.
I'll. Hey, speaking of Earthworm Jim, Josh made me this. I've shown it to Robbie. But get a load of this. Josh 3D printed me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
He made me an Earthworm Jim blaster.
That's awesome.
I should take my head off and whip it.
Oh my God.
There was a game, same publisher that did Earthworm Jim called MDK, Murder, Death, Kill. Aliens are attacking the planet. You're in a special parachute suit. You've got all these special guns and power ups and whatnot. You're going through just these courses, just taking out the aliens and trying to get to the boss in the end, of course, and everything else. But every now and then, there is a little earthworm Jim head. And if you hit it, you could be on the sled going down the little tube, or you could be running along and on a parachute and you see the head there. You hit it. All of a sudden, the enemy's in front of you. You see a large cow fall on them. Oh, and you hear him in the background going, "Groovy."
Oh my God!
Oh, I used to love that game.
What was that? What was Earthworm Jim on? What platform? Was it Nintendo or Sega? It wasn't Sega.
No.
You sure?
No, because we had. Maybe it was.
Is everybody grabbing their
It
phones?
wasn't 64. Yes, they are.
I'll let y'all do it. You're ahead of me already. Earthworm Jim. That had to have been
Platforms.
Nintendo.
Let's see. Wii's Virtual, PlayStation
Super
Network, and
NES.
Xbox Live.
Well, this right here says Super NES.
There we go.
Sega.
Platform
Start out Sega Genesis. Yeah.
Yeah, and Super Nintendo. Oh God, that's a great. That is a great game. It wasn't. You can't sit there and say that was a great game. That is a great game.
Mm-hmm.
That is just a
stupid
classic. It's hilarious.
It is.
You played Earthworm Jim, haven't you? Yeah, even Josh has played Earthworm Jim, and this is, Mr. Red Dead. What is it? Red Dead Redemption. Halo. You haven't played Halo though. You never got into Halo, did you?
That's
Mr.
Halo.
Yeah.
That's
Your
Mr. That
big
we've
thing
all
was
known him since he was 0 years old.
Yes.
Yes. We're kind of going through like our old games like this one, like Burnout 2. Yeah. My Need for Speed games. Yeah, stupid stuff like that. The games that I like to play on PlayStation. Yeah, I know. What's that, right? What?
Right.
See, I always like those first-person shooters.
Right.
First-person shooters. Well, I like strategy games.
Marginal.
I like the role-playing and first-person shooters.
You remember Siphon Filter?
Good God, yes.
I was fishing through my games and I saw that fucking thing and I went, God, I hated that game. I sucked at it. I absolutely fucking sucked at that game, and that's why I hated it. And I was sitting there, I was like, flip, flip, flip. I went, fuck you, flip, 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 flip. But yes, I remember Siphon Filter, and I hated that fucking game. I don't know why I stopped playing first person. I like Doom. Was it Doom or Quake?
Both. Well, you had Doom came first. Then they came out with the Quake series.
Because Doom was just like you were just going through like a brick wall looking thing and just killing the shit out of everything.
Yeah. You had you had all the demons and all that stuff.
See now,
that was one of the first ones I ever played. It was a shareware DOS game.
I don't think I remember
pay for
Doom.
Doom. Oh yeah, many a day playing Doom, and then found out. I think it was the second version of it. You'd actually network it, have your modem call friends, and you play together over a modem.
Sure.
It was laggy as hell, but it was still fun. Let's see. Then they came out with no, not Quake. It was Hexen and its sequel Heretic. It's kind of like Doom, but you had magic weapons instead of just regular guns and stuff. One of my favorites on that one is you had a wand. When you kind of there's a higher level when you waved at your opponents, they turned into chickens. But then they turned chickens that attack you. So
now you said Hexen.
That's when they started porting out to Hexen. Yeah,
you said Hexen, and that reminded me of one of the first 3D games, Zaxxon. You remember that game?
Oh God, yes.
That was hard. Trying to figure out where to fly that thing. Oh my goodness, that was tough.
Remember playing Crash Bandicoot? You talk about hard games that were hard to play. Crash Bandicoot, when
I've seen it played
when he was coming towards you, that was your view was Crash was running towards the screen and the shit was coming from behind. I hated that fucking levels. I love Crash Bandicoot. It's a great game, but those levels, because most of the time it's like, you know, when you were talking about first person shooters, I like the side scrolling shooter, i.e. Contra.
Yeah. Yep. I remember those. Yep.
I love Contra.
I've got some video games right over here I'm going to grab that
Uh-huh.
kind of kept my sanity during the early days of COVID. It should. I'll be right back. You can probably still hear me. I can hear you.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
we can hear you.
But still one of my favorites for first person shooter though. It's still going to be Red Faction because it was fun.
That was a good game.
Red Faction, you could, and I had like 3 computers and that were together right there, and we'd play together. But it was so much fun.
Hard game. Oh yeah, it was fun, but it was hard.
Oh no, taking the bomb pack and just sticking it on somebody just to watch him run around with just holding the detonator.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Spy Hunter. Oh my God.
Good God.
And you remember this one?
Love that game.
I need to move
Yep,
my little
Splashdown.
screen here. Yep.
Yep.
You could do tricks and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
There was an earlier version of this one that I liked, but this one I loved.
Ace Combat 5.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, and
there it is.
that's number 4.
GT4.
Yep. The original one should be. I think it's in that old black CD case that I have, and I still have it. And here was another one that is still enjoyable.
Oh my God.
Holy crap.
I
I
love
completely
that
forgot about
game.
that one.
Yes.
I love that game. Yeah.
Oh, it's so frustrating.
They got a new Contra? Cool.
Now, I never played Contra.
Josh said they got a new edition of Contra that's a side-scrolling shooter.
Really?
A what?
The side scrollers were just kind of, yeah. Remember
Remember
Double
Pitfall?
Dragon? Yeah, Pitfall, Double Dragon, when you could only just go across the screen that way and you kept on going that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, side person shoot. Okay.
Pitfall.
Kind of like Mario Brothers or Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Side person shooter.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier when we were out and about, and I told him, I said, I remember that's when I was painting houses with Hartog, and I was dating Pam, and we used to play Super Mario Brothers for hours. And yeah, that was like, instead of watching TV, we played Super Mario Brothers. And then of course it got to when somebody came out, somebody found out that you could like beat the game in like 2 minutes because there were certain tubes you could go down that took you to a certain thing, and you could just zip right through the whole damn game.
Wow.
It's like, okay, that doesn't make it fun, but
did you ever figure out how to get infinite lives in that? Because I watched a roommate of mine do that. This is before you and I became, it was right around the time you and I became friends. I had a couple of roommates in Rochester, New York, and one of them played the snot out of Mario Brothers. And he showed me that if you jump on this turtle a certain way and it bounces against the wall, you can sit there and keep hopping on it and hopping on it and hopping on it, and you'll get infinite lives.
One up, one up, one up, one up, one up.
Yep. Sit there and just keep bouncing, keep bouncing, keep bouncing. I'm like, huh? And you would long to get to that part of the game. As long as you got there, you were good.
Yeah. That was a fun game. I like, what was it? Super Mario? Was it 2 or 3 where you got the raccoon tail and you could just fly over the whole fucking level?
That was
that Super Mario World?
I think it was before Super. Wasn't it Super Mario 2?
It was before. It was Super Mario 2 or 3. but it was where you got to be. You could get the raccoon suit, and literally you could just fly. You could go to the top of the screen and just fly all the way across, and then you'd get to the flagpole and just drop down. Dun, 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 you were done.
Yeah, and you could you could hit the top of the flagpole every time.
Yeah.
So you get your max points. Now, did either of you two play Street Fighter 2?
Oh Lord, yes.
God, not as good as you.
That was a
you were the fast break king of Street Fighter.
Yeah, the fast break was where I played.
I remember coming in there and you playing Street Fighter, and there being people standing there waiting to play you, and you'd whip their ass, and then the next one would step in.
Super Mario Bros. 3, by the way.
It was 3?
Thank you. I was wondering. Yep.
And like I said, it was like when people tried to play Lori and 9-Ball. I haven't done this in forever.
Sure you haven't.
Doom, doom, doom.
Oh, fuck, I think that. Did you ever play Gold Medalist that was at Fast Break?
No, I didn't play that.
You had to do the long jump and the high jump and the oh goodness, there were a bunch of events.
I remember the game being there, and I might have played it once or twice, but I didn't play it that much.
I sunk a lot of money.
The most fun I had at Fast Break, other than poking you in the ass with a cue, it was was playing but was playing Twilight Zone, and was it Cue Ball? Was it Cue Ball Wizard? Was it Cue Ball Wizard?
Yes, it's 9-ball time. Go for the ramp.
You really need that ramp shot.
Yeah, sure need that ramp shot. I remember Dave playing that game once, and when it came up, no way round. He goes, "What's the no way round?" I was like, "You got to hit the cue ball and get that out of the way, get the ball back, and then hit the target behind it." He goes, "You fucking right, it's no way. There's no way I'm hitting that target. No way round." Oh my god! Now we're dipping back pinball. Watching somebody play that well is an art form in and of itself.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if the tilt is really sensitive.
Yeah. I told Robbie, I said, if I ever had the means, I would buy a Twilight Zone machine.
I found some on eBay.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
They're there.
Like 15 grand each right now.
15 grand?
15 grand.
Yeah.
They can keep them.
Yeah. I'll get a loan from Tyler.
From who? What you mean we, paleface? Tyler no here, him gone. Oh my god.
We're gonna have to continue this conversation for we're gonna have to carry this thing over because we're at the 44-minute mark.
How long was it supposed to be?
We're trying to keep so we started out at 30 and then we went to 45 and then we went to almost an hour. So we've been trying to cut it off before an hour.
Well, it sounds to me like we got 15 more minutes to do here, right?
Well, like I said, obviously we could do another one of these about all the stuff that especially we can talk about more games because this was an absolute treat. I have not laughed this hard, and that man in the black shirt needed a laugh more than anything. So this was good therapy for him.
Wait, and then during all this, every bit of this, all the different games, all the different things. Hey, guys, got Area Plus?
Hey, y'all got Area Plus in the bathroom?
I'm glad I wasn't drinking. I told him. I told Robbie that night that you and Roxana stopped by.
Yes.
And I come walking out the house, and they're in the driveway, and it's like, "Hey, what's up, Tyler? Hey, yo, hug. How's it going?" Roxana looks me dead in the eye, and she, without batting an eye, and with as straight a face as she could do, she goes, "Do you have Area Plus in the bathroom?" And then she looked at Tyler like, "Did I say it right?" And I'm like, "You nailed it. You fucking nailed it. You nailed it. That was awesome."
Because we had,
like, oh my
we had
God,
just
that was
done
hilarious.
driving around up in the mountains of North Carolina and South Carolina, visited Pretty Place, and we're coming back down through Pickens, and I give Kelly a call. I said, "Hey," I said, "Are you at home?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I said, "What are you wearing?" And he goes, because I figured he was just at home laying around in his drawers. I said, "What are you wearing?" He goes, "Khakis." Like, okay, I'm coming to see you. When are you going to be there? When are you going to be here? 10 minutes. Oh, okay. Yeah, come on. So we dropped in, and on the way, I was like, "Roxana, here's what you need to ask him, and just watch his reaction. I promise this will be worth it." She goes, "What do I need? What do I need to say?" "Just ask him, do you have Area Plus and a bathroom?" And she goes, "Okay." And now she's got a thick Hispanic accent, which made it even better because she could really play it up. "Do you have Area Plus and a bathroom?" Kelly just about fell over on his deck. He couldn't believe it. "Hi guys, you got Area Plus and bathroom?"
Awesome.
Oh, we ought to stop even hinting at his name, because you say it 3 times, it's worse than Beetlejuice. And did you see they're coming out with a new Beetlejuice? Did you see that?
Yes, I can't wait.
Can you believe it? That's kind of cool, I think.
I'm waiting for. I want to see it.
What's his face? Michael Keaton, Winona Ryder are going to be in it. How cool is that? That's going to be fun.
How about Gina Davis and Baldwin?
Huh?
Of course, I don't know if Baldwin's doing anything right now.
Yeah, no, Baldwin. He's trying to stay out of jail.
All the stuff he's got going on with Rust, yeah.
Yeah, he's yeah.
It's not looking good for that guy.
No.
Hey, guys, see this new lunchbox I just got?
Stop it.
Hey guys, you want to hear me sing? I've started singing career, and I'm doing magic.
Yeah, the great Daltoni.
You want to see a magic trick? Yeah, make yourself disappear. Don't come back. Oh boy. Well, it was an honor and a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me for this trip down video game memory lane. That's been a blast.
Like I said, we're going to do this again. We'll definitely hit you back up and have you back on, because this has been an absolute hoot. Like I said, this has been awesome, and we're going to do it again. And like I said, some of the things that we really need to start focusing in on, trying to stay on one topic, because that was another one of our problems, is we start talking about one thing and then, sidetrack. Oh, well, here's another sidetrack. Oh, well, how about this sidetrack over here?
I think we did a pretty good job sticking to video games. I think we did a pretty good job.
Oh, dude, we did awesome.
Yeah.
Considering Lori's laying over there on the couch like this, we did something right. She's got her hand over her face and just shaking her head like, "Christ, shut up, stop."
All right, you want a sidetrack? Here's a sidetrack. Here's a good sidetrack. Went back in Kelly's painting days when he was asked by somebody that he used to see to coat a certain statue of a certain religious figure in lacquer to preserve it. And after he coated it, he put it on the front step and closed the door to let it dry. John Davis comes to the door, and before he knocks, you hear outside, "Jesus Christ!" Kelly, "Oh no," he runs to the door, he swings the door open, and there's John pointing at the statue. "Look, Jesus Christ."
Christ. That guy. I'm going to end it on I told Robbie this quote, and I'll never forget it. And this is right after I had my ACL surgery and I couldn't drive. And John was taking me to a doctor's appointment or somewhere. I don't remember where we were going, but I was with John in his car, and he had that white Ford Escort.
Yep.
You remember his Escort?
Mm-hmm.
And we were in his car, and we're right there at the red light in front of what's now the Mexican place, but was Fast Break. We were 3 cars in, and the light turns green, and we're just sitting there. And John leans out the window, and he goes, "Hey, stop me if you heard this one, fucker. Green means go."
Just before cell phones, so he had no reason. And in that same span of time, I can remember you sitting on the couch with his knee in an immobilizer with a sock trying to hit his toe with it, and he couldn't reach it because he's not flexible. And he goes, "Tyler, yes? Can I bother you with something trivial?" Okay, what? "Could you put my sock on?"
Yep.
After 5 minutes of absolute hilarity laughter at my position, he comes out and he goes, "Okay."
He couldn't reach it. He could get his toe on it, but he couldn't pull his sock up. He was trying to reach
when your legs in the immobilizer, you can't bend.
His other foot, he was trying to pull it on with his other toes. It just wasn't working. "Can I bother you with something trivial?" I'm like, "What do you need from the kitchen?" So he doesn't have to get up. No, nothing like that. "Could you put my sock on?" Yes. Oh my God.
The time to go, puppy dog. Is that what you're saying? It's time to go. All right. Xbox. I almost said Xbox.
Xbox and PlayStation U2.
Yeah, that's where you can find us.
Yeah. I got your Sega
Twitter,
Genesis.
Spotify, YouTube, Facebook. I can get them on the other ones, but those are the big ones. Like, subscribe, share, give us suggestions, give us comments. Tyler, this has been an absolute honor, and I can't wait for the next time we're able to get together and do this.
This will be a lot of fun. I'm happy to do it. Thank you. Thank you. My
awesome.
pleasure. Robbie, man, it's been a long time. I'm seeing too much of your
food. Been a long time.
Yeah, I'm seeing too much of your food online. I'm getting hungry, and I'm full right now, and I'm getting hungry. So we gotta get together and eat sometime.
Sweet.
Yes,
I'll cook.
We just need to plan it out and figure out when we can get together. And because now we got Dragon Con coming up in September, but that's in September. That's a ways away, but we'll be there. We'll be in Atlanta for Dragon Con again. So
Okay.
We're definitely going to get hooked up this time. We've tried in the past and it hasn't worked, but we're going to make it happen.
There you go.
We're definitely get together for dinner.
I like to say at the end of my videos, I know this wasn't the best hour of your life, but hopefully it wasn't the worst either.
Well, I got Robbie last week because on that note, Sharktopus.
Maybe sometime we talk about movies that shouldn't have been made. Oh my God!
We got a whole list.
Yeah, on our list.
Yeah,
movies that shouldn't be made and remakes that shouldn't happen. That's on our list.
Agreed.
All
I'd
right.
be in
this
on
has
that.
been. Oh, you're definitely going to be in on that.
Oh,
that's
definitely.
That was definitely going to be on it.
Definitely going to be.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Wobner's at 4.
We're definitely going to die. Definitely going to die.
Fireball 8. It's a straight 8. Fireball 8.
All right, we'll get out of here. This has been marginal at best.
Man.
See you guys next time.
I enjoy doing this.
Excellent.
But don't hang up yet, Tyler, before we end.
Yeah, don't hang up. All right, y'all. We'll see you next time.
All right.
Don't miss the start of the hostilities, Bat fans. Next week, same bat time, same bat channel.